More game action.
You've got this very powerful machine gun, but try not to use it until your 120mm gun runs out. And it is also very useful for air attacks. The phalanx gun is also very powerful, but be careful because it tends to overheat pretty easily.
All right, the cannon must be carefully aimed to maximize a shot's effectiveness, taking into account distance, speed, terrain, and the circumference of your object.
I don't understand one word that you just said.
All right, aim real careful like, you understand?
Ah, got
All right,
it, got
you see
it.
a shot to travel longer distances, the gun should be raised. Aim a lot lower for closer targets.
Obviously, keep a close eye on your number of rounds being fired. Conserve and only shoot when you've got a clear shot.
Keep those laser-guided missiles for battle against enemy helicopter attacks. You'll know you have a clear shot when you can get a computer lock on the chopper.
Use the smoke screen when you're fighting multiple enemies. The smoke will serve as a cloak for your tank, and when the enemy can't see you, they won't fire at you.
Our smart tank commanders use the smoke screen to move their gun turret around and look for an enemy to lock onto. When the panel lights up, it means that the enemy's in range.
In the event that
in this theater, you're limited to 5 air support calls over the course of 16 missions, so use them wisely.
look for the supply depots, and these are restricted areas, so drive close to them before entering. These depots will also target the numerous Scud attacks.
I love it when you talk Army, Krista. Now, when you do stop at these supply depots, you're able to repair a hull damage, completely replenish fuel supply, and restock your ammunition. Take note that the
Mines, Soviet-made M24 Hind helicopters, yikes, armored jeeps, half-tracks, and armored assault choppers. Let's head over to Nicholas and the letter of the week.
It's letter time, just put on your cap, sit back and relax, chill out because you're a video maniac. This one comes to us, dear Nicholas Pickles. Hey, that's me. My name is Nadia Kemp and I'm only 10 years old. Hey! My brother and I watch video in arcade all the time. Thanks for the tips. We especially like the ones for Mortal Kombat. My favorite host is Krista? And my brother likes Nick. Hey, all right. We live in Quebec, and we would like to be home players. I think I can do that for you. I think we can swing it. We'll put you in the big home player barrel. Thanks for writing in, Nadia. Because we read your letter on the air, we'll be sending you a copy of each of the games that we played on B&A today. They were kicking. You are Richard 2 packs of video games. They're in the mail. Congratulations. Keep it right here, because we're coming back with our weekly look at music and the winner of Super Battletank 2. The enemy fire. Look for the flashes of light and fire directly at those very flashes of light. Keep firing until the stronghold goes up into a pillar of smoke. That's it for today's Turbo Tips. If you live in the Toronto area or plan on coming into the big...
There's nothing more mysterious than our dreams. William Shakespeare once wrote, "We are such stuff as dreams are made on." A Chinese philosopher could never really decide whether he was a man dreaming he was a butterfly or a butterfly dreaming he was a man. Throughout our history, people have been fascinated by their dreams. Here's Jay Ingram.
Why do we dream? Sigmund Freud claimed that dreams were the royal road to the unconscious, that they revealed our innermost feelings, feelings we'd otherwise repress. Today, though, scientists are looking into the brain to try to understand dreaming, and some intriguing ideas have popped out. Here are some of them. One is that we dream to lay down long-term memories.
Got the latest and greatest in games, tips, music, movies, and more. And that ain't all. Krista, tell them about our contest.
You like prizes? Well, we got them. You can win by...
You would call if you had this Nomad phone. I want you to go wild, because it can be anyone from Elvis to... and keep your fingers crossed. Now let's check in with the crew and see what's up.
I've got the Nintendo News Update featuring Zelda 3, plus the Nintendo tip for Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3.
And in movies, I've got a new one from Martin Short, Clifford, and in music, I've got tunage from 5440.
Nintendo is in the house and ready to go. First up, it's Fast Action on the Diamond, and Ken Griffey Jr. presents Major League Baseball. Then we're out in space with Super Metroid, both of your play on Super NES.
It's that time of year when ball players from around the league come together and play with the best of the best. I'm talking about Major League Baseball's All-Star Game. This year it's being held right here in our studios, Video and Arcade Top 10, playing Ken Griffey Jr.
He's back to try again in Wario Land Super Mario Land 3 for play on your Game Boy. Wario has got to travel around Kitchen Island looking for the statue of Princess Toadstool in order to collect a reward for its safe return. The first place Wario explores is Rice Beach. Now, this is designed to ease you into the game, so some of the enemies may seem a little tame, but believe me, the Rice Beach boss is big and mean. On level 1, you'd better keep an eye on the ground below you. That's right, the ledges that Wario must stand on fade in and out, so if he happens to be standing on that, when it disappears, it's adios Wario. So keep an eye out for the droppers as well. Droppers are little creatures that hug the underside of ledges. Watch out when you're standing underneath them because they could fall on you at any time. And if you have the bull hat item when you run into these guys, jump and press down on the control pad as you land to stomp. This will make them fall from the ceiling and leave you in the clear. Good thing. At the end of the level, or at the end of level 1, you'll see a statue. Toss a coin at it by pressing up and B at the same time. Toss coins at all the statues because some doors will open for you and others will save your game at the midpoint. Now, let's head back to more game action.
Pitcher. And speaking of tired pitchers, let's head over to Liza in the Pioneer Top 5.
The Pioneer Top 5 this week looks like this. At number 5, Moldiver Metamorphose. Number 4 is Tenchi Muyu Volume 4. At number 3, Addams Family Values. In second place, Wayne's World 2. And at number 1, Beverly Hills Cop 1 and 2, THX. If you'd like to pick up a couple of Laserdiscs courtesy of Pioneer, send in the correct answer to this question. In the movie Addams Family Values, who plays Morticia Addams? Get your answers in now. Pat Tran of Kitchener will get a pair of discs for knowing that River Phoenix starred in the movie Thing Called Love. Now, stick around. We're coming back with the winner.
New Super Game Boy from Nintendo. Play your Game Boy games on TV in living color. Combinations you choose, control, and change. All 350 Game Boy games like new Donkey Kong, new Super Game Boy for SNES. It's a whole new way to play.
System games and Super Game Boy sold separately.
Tell me, who is the winner of Ken Griffey Jr. Presents Major League Baseball?
All of our players were great, but we can only have one winner, and that is player number 4, Chris, and their studio partner, Derek. You, your home player, and your studio partner are all taking home the game Ken Griffey Baseball. Congratulations. But for coming out on top, we're going to head down to the top 10 bonus wall. Let's go.
All right, to win a prize today from the wall, all you have to do is reach...
Island of Colin in order to find the 7 instruments to wake the legendary windfish, and things are rough. Take a look at The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening for play on your Game Boy. There are a bunch of different creatures and items that can help you out in the game. Look for the flying rooster to travel to places you won't be able to reach otherwise. In order to get the flying rooster, you'll need the level 2 power bracelet and the Mamoo's frog song. When you have these items, return to Maeve's village and use the power bracelet to push the weathercock stone to reveal a set of stairs. Go down these stairs and find a pile of bones, and when you see them, play Mamoo's frog song. When the bones hear this little jingle, they'll come to life in the form of a rooster. It's way cool. Now, grab onto the rooster and take off. Make sure to use the rooster all over the island while it's around, because it won't hang around for long, and once it's gone for good. After you've located the flying rooster, you can use it to collect all of the items in the rafting area. Rent the raft and take it to the second waterfall. Drop down the left side of the falls and switch to the map screen. If you time it right, when you return to the game, your raft will fall 2 screens and onto an island. Use the flippers to walk into the water and swim around, and if you want to, pick up any of the items that are floating above the water. Pick up the rooster and fly over them. If you move at least 2 screens away, all the items will return to the first screen again. And you can keep going back to pick up these items until everything is full. If you want to win at this game, make sure to explore all areas and talk to everyone that you see walking around the screen. You never know when a tip will pan out for you. Okay, that's a lot of valuable info.